The story of the wall hanging in Bede's world made by the members of A-List. As a group we were told well in advance that the Lindisfarne Gospels were coming to Durham in 2013. It was decided that something should be made to commemorate this and connect Bede to the Gospels. Bede wrote a script on the life of St Cuthbert, who was the main man in bringing Christianity to Northumbria. He died and was buried on Lindisfarne. During the Viking invasion, the monks of Lindisfarne dug up his body and carried it about Northumbria, looking for a safe burial place, ending up at Durham. Words were chosen from Bede's work about the enlightenment of the people by Cuthbert. A wall hanging was decided upon using this text. He suddenly saw light streaming from the skies, breaking the long night's darkness, and the choirs of the heavenly host coming down to earth. To keep it as authentic as possible, wool was taken from the Anglo-Saxon sheep, hand-spun, carded, dyed, using the old plants and clays that would have been available to the monks. For this work we were led by Etta, a professional artist in spinning and weaving, who took us for workshops, teaching us techniques and guiding us along the right lines. The shading of the woven piece follows the text from darkness into light. We wove sections at a time, crocheted around wires bent into letters, and finally assembled it together in one piece. What was your involvement in the making of the wall hanging?
Well, I was there from the very beginning, from the picking the text, reading it out, what did we think, and then I was involved with Etta, who came to advise it and show how to do the wall hanging. We'd done a weaving course with her. And it was different type of crochet. We ended up taking letters home and crocheting around wires and things we hadn't done before, so I was learning all the time. Dyeing of all the wools, where all the wools came from the sheep, and it was all raw, and it was just learning constantly about what we were doing and how we were doing it. And then the actual wall hanging, of sewing it all together, all the different types of materials, and Etta just explaining different things about the dyeing, about the weaving, about the way it should be hung. A simple little thing like tying knots at the end of the rows to tell you what row you are on to, which is, you were learning all the time. I was involved till it actually was hung on the wall.
Well, I did a couple of the letters. I remember doing an S and a T, but I can't remember the other ones. But of course we did do some of the weaving in between the letters. I remember doing that. And the workshop, the run up to it, we did weaving with Etta, and we had a wall hanging to take home.
Well, I did a little bit of the crocheting, but I'm not very good at crocheting. When the letters were finished, I used the iron and pressed them out.
Well, I was involved mainly in the full development of the project, but the actual weaving itself I found very therapeutic, enjoyed it fully.
I helped do the dyeing of the wool, helped to weave it into the frame, which was great.
Etta showed me how to make the letters with wire, and then she showed me how to embroider round them and to put them into the proper shapes for to put on the wall hanging, which was really interesting. And then we done the weaving.
I was here right from the beginning when we started the workshop with Etta to learn how to weave, because I hadn't done any weaving since being at school. So learned the skill of doing that, and then she came to do the project and showed us how to dye the wool. She showed us how to crochet around wire to do the lettering, and also how to press the letters when they were finished.
We had a grand unveiling attended by the Mayor, the press. It was open to the public and now hangs proudly in the reception area of Bede's World.
What did you enjoy most about the project?
I don't think there's one thing that I can say was the most enjoyable, because I enjoyed everything about it. And even at the end, when we eventually did get it up on the wall and hanging, the mayor, the mayoress, the dignitaries came. There was a lovely coffee afternoon to welcome it going up on the wall, and just every aspect about it I thoroughly enjoyed. It was lovely.
I think I enjoyed actually learning the weaving and how it looks difficult and looks very intricate, but we all had a go and we all did some nice pieces. You know, we all had something nice to take home. Just being involved in the learning process of something that looks complicated but was very nice to...
Well, looking at it up on the wall when it was all finished.
Doing the dyeing, learning how to mix the colours and to get them to come out in different hues to fit in with the text.
Just learning a new skill and socialising with everyone else. It was great, like a team effort doing it.
Learning how to do these things and how she put everything forward and made the wall hanging look really attractive and everything to her. It was very good.
Learning a new skill. It was such a huge project, but it brought the ladies together who had lost the skill, hadn't done it from being at school, brought us all together so we could enjoy each other's company and produce this fabulous wall hanging.